This title is narrated with virtual voice, computer-generated narration for audiobooks. Gojira, 1954, by Peter Brothers. Introduction. Although 70 years have passed since the first Godzilla film stomped its way across Japanese movie screens, the significance of this film, a daring treatise created by Japanese filmmakers who, less than a decade earlier, experienced a horrific and humiliating defeat in World War II. Using a monster as its metaphor to usher in the fearsome face of nuclear weapons enveloping the Earth as its starting point, and a prayer for peace as its underlying theme, is more relevant today than ever. It has also appreciated in value, recognized not only as one of the masterpieces of 1950s Japanese cinema, but world cinema as well, and is more than mere entertainment, much more. As a monumental work, it established a new genre in the Japanese film industry known as kaiju eiga, and was infused with an anti-nuclear, anti-war viewpoint involving a threat encompassing all mankind. And I can blame it all on my grandmother. Well now, wait a minute. That's not quite fair. You see, when I was 7 years old, the grandma in question, Matilda Tilly Schultz, a blessed memory, was keeping me occupied while my parents were away by letting me watch a movie on my family's 17-inch black and white television. It was during the afternoon, and after she turned on the set, I watched the beginning of a program called The $1 Million Movie on Cheyaje TV, Channel 9. Long before the days of live streaming, cable, home video, satellite, and such, outside of going to the movies, the only other way one could watch a film was when it played on television. MDM was unique in that it ran the same film every day of the work week, and twice again on the weekend. I'm not sure she even knew what the film was going to be about, although had she glanced through the pages of our TV guide, she would have. Perhaps she did. In any event, as the movie started, I saw the Earth revolving amidst sunburst streams before the screen went black, during which I heard loud thumping sounds. Then a shot of the ocean as strange, bright, bubbling lights appeared under the surface, followed by an explosion as the words, "Godzilla, King of the Monsters," flashed onto the screen. After this attention-grabbing intro came the extraordinary and alarming tracking shot of a city in smoldering ruins. And just as I began comprehending this, I saw a man lying amongst the rubble of a destroyed building, over which I heard his thoughts accompanied by a slow and steady dirge-like melody. This is Tokyo, once a city of 6 million people. What has happened here was caused by a force which, up until a few days ago, was entirely beyond the scope of man's imagination. Tokyo, a smoldering memorial to the unknown. An unknown which at this very moment still prevails and could at any time lash out with its terrible destruction anywhere else in the world. There were once many people here who could have told of what they saw. Now, there are only a few. To say I was hooked would be an understatement. I was stunned, galvanized, appalled, intrigued. At my tender age, I had a fairly decent notion of what a movie was, yet this was unlike any movie I had ever seen. Not so much a fictional dramatization, but a real-time documentary. Growing up in the white middle-class bedroom community of Encino, California, I had as yet no notion of other cultures and was fascinated by the Japanese people, the way they looked, the way they talked, and the way they acted. I was particularly fascinated with the strange, to me anyway, ritual dance. What was with those long-nosed masks? And then, there was the moment one I'll never forget, when a native banged a large bell, and everyone went running up a hill, and then, incredibly, inconceivably, the head of a gigantic dinosaur appeared over the ridgeline and looked right at me.
Para seguir escuchando este audiolibro gratuitamente, haz clic en el enlace de la descripción y podrás escucharlo completo sin coste gracias a la prueba de 30 días de Audible.